Hey, Tim's workshop here. Hey, I'm sitting in the RV, getting ready for our trip the end of the month down to the Oregon coast. So, so I figured I'd just do a live out here. Actually, I was going to do a live on my Story Time with Tim channel, but since I've never did a live on that channel, it says I have to wait 24 hours for it to be activated because I've never hit go live on that particular channel before. So it must be something new because I don't remember having to do that on my on this channel. It just go live and I was set up. So we'll see. We'll see if that goes works or not. We'll see. So right now, I've been getting the trailer ready to go, cleaning right now. I put new carpet in. I got a video coming up on that that'll show more details on how I did it, what I used, and all that. I had a roof leak, and I fixed that. I was surprised once I didn't know where it was leaking from until I actually got up on the roof, and then I went, oh, okay. So I have this magic tape, so you'll have to check that out. It fixes any roof leak you have, whether it's on your RV or your house or whatever. That stuff works really good. So just getting ready for our trip. We're going to go down to Florence, Oregon again. We always go to the 4th of July, before the 4th of July, so we can get down there. We're stopping at a Kalama River on our way down and try my luck fishing there. I'm going to have to get my salmon license. You can fish for kings. I just looked it up. You can have 1 king a day and up to 3 steelhead a day. So if I catch one of any, that'll be great. But at least I'll have a license that it'll be legal. So we're getting ready. Going to the store. I went to Total Wine. I don't drink wine, but the wife does. And so I went in there, and every time I go in there, they she wants like 6 bottles, or we stock up. So Fit Vine Chardonnay is what she likes, and every time I go there, they don't have enough in the rack. So I have to wait for somebody to come with a ladder or the forklift stacker and get a case down and take out enough bottles. It's irritating. And then for a while I wasn't using a debit card. All I was using was a checkbook. Well, that was a pain because they had to verify the check every time, so I had to wait. So now I got my debit card, so so much easier to use. So going to Costco and all that, it's getting better. I mean, with this pandemic thing, we're in phase 2 now for our county in Washington. So that means restaurants can start having people inside the restaurant and not just orders to go. If they would have continued on orders to go, I don't think any of the restaurants would survive on that. No, not unless they had a huge amount of orders to go. Which is pretty much, Papa Murphy's is kind of set. I mean, there's no tables inside Papa Murphy's. They're just strictly, fix it and to go. So they were pretty well set up for this unintentionally, but it worked out for them really well because everybody wanted pizza to go and then cook it at home, so that worked out real well for them. Other channels, I've been checking out Mike FN. He got done with his, I don't know how many window bus he was working on, but it was a Westfala camper. And oh man, what a fantastic job he did on that. It was just unbelievable. And so he's just doing some detailing on it now. But he's got this, what do they call them? Boom truck, ladder. No, it's not a ladder truck. It's a bucket truck. And he got it all the way from Germany, had it shipped over here. He lives in California. And it's the last one of its kind for a single cab bucket truck. And it's a VW bus. And it's supposed to have a 1500 cc engine in it. I think it's like a 1968, somewhere around there. Maybe it's earlier. Can't remember the year. But maybe it's a 62. I'll have to look it up. But you guys can check it out. It's on Mike FN Garage, I think, is the YouTube channel. And it is a rust bucket. Not only is it a bucket truck, it's a rust bucket. The cab is, the best part of that whole thing. The back end, and the bucket frame and the bucket and all that. That's good. He has to work on the hydraulics, fixing some of that. But that's solid, But the back end of the truck, frame and just the side panels, it's just falling apart. He's going to rebuild it though. He's going to use. He's not going to use original parts on it. He's going to just get some C-channel, steel, and for the hat assemblies, that the decking fits to. He's going to be creative on that too. So when it's done, it will look original. You really have to look, get underneath it and look at the framework and stuff like that. No, it was different, but it's going to be pretty cool, really. And CT's Garage. Well, he's working on his 914 Porsche that he got, and it's like a 68, something like that. It seems like everything's 68 or some 60 something, Anyway, he's got that thing, and he took the engine out on the last video and took it to his friend Darren, and they totally took it apart, and it's rebuildable. There's no problem there. But I figured yesterday's video was going to be follow up on it, right? Start, replacing some parts and put it back together. And no, he's tearing his 914 apart looking for rust, and it's like, what the heck? So and true, it's got to be fixed. Sheet metal work is what it is, and it's really not that bad. Not compared to his 62 Volkswagen bus that he has. That thing, he called it rusty for a good reason. Yeah. And in fact, he likes the look of the rust on the bus, that he's going to put like a clear coat over the rust, so it keeps that rust look. But everything on the inside, the engine, everything, the engine's totally rebuilt. I mean, it's nice, but he can't put it in because he's got to fix all the rust bucket stuff that's fallen apart. So he's got a whole bunch of new parts, and he's got a welder, and he's just learning how to weld. So that'll be interesting. So those are my favorite two channels. I mean, both of these guys are just, they really got it going when it comes to videos. It's pretty, it's interesting to watch, that's for sure. Other than that, I'm just going to get busy here. I already vacuumed everything up. I got to clean the bathroom sink. I already cleaned the shower. I got a new shower mat I got to put in there and put the bed together. I mean, we still have till the end of the month before we leave, but I want to make sure I got everything done. And I'm not even going to take the trailer back up to the storage. I just leave it here until we go. No sense in taking it back up there. Check the water. Water works. There's no leaks. Turned on the hot water heater. It produces hot water, so that's good. Fixed leaks. I still got a couple more spots I got to fix up. Taking down the covers, the air conditioning covers, cleaning them. Cleaning some lights, taking down the covers, cleaning. A lot of cleaning. Yep. So, I just want to give you an update of what I've been doing. I'm busy working on this trailer. As far as other videos going, I got part 2 of the Troy built weed eater that I put out part 1 this week. So part 2 will be coming up next Friday, and then the video on the trailer will be coming up the Friday after that, right before we leave. Yep. And I'm going to do a video on the transducers on the boats too. Somebody says, well, I see you have a metal bracket on your aluminum boat. Where did you get that? You know, and you ask the question, I'm thinking, I don't know where I got it. All I know is I ended up with it and I put it on the aluminum boat because I already used the heavy duty plastic ones, 2 of them. I got 2 transducers on my 17-foot Starcraft aluminum boat, and I got 2 of them on there because I have my Humminbird Helix 5 fish finder, and I also have another Humminbird, older version that's just black and white, but it's good for knowing the depth. Out in the Sound, in salt water, on my Helix 5 I have a saltwater setting, so I've made a video on that. You have to have it on salt water, otherwise you're going to lose your reading for your depth all the time. So that's why I put in the other fish finder, because it doesn't have that set up. I mean, when you hook it up, the transducer picks up the bottom no matter what. Yeah. So when you're out there fishing with a downrigger with a metal ball, those metal lead balls, they cost like 30 some bucks a piece, you know, so you don't want to lose them, you know. So you need to know your depth and then put your downrigger so you're up above the bottom of the where you're fishing, and so that's how I ended up with the 2 transducers on that boat. Now the aluminum boat is the one that has a metal bracket on it. That's what he was inquiring about, where that metal bracket. All I know is I ended up with a metal bracket, and that's what the transducer that went on that boat was installed with. And I think that the reason is because that transducer that came with the Lawrence low budget fish finder, I think I paid like 90 bucks for it, something like that. I think it came with that metal bracket. But that metal bracket's kind of funky because there's on my other transducers on the big boat, it has like serrations, so you can adjust it, and when you adjust the your height of that transducer, you can lock it in. On the metal one on the aluminum boat, all you can do is tighten it up, and if you bump it, it's out of whack again. So I need to get a better bracket for it. But I'm going to do a video on that. So that'll be coming up. So I'm going to wrap this up. Guys have questions, let me know. Hopefully I'll be able to get a live stream on my story time with Tim. Hopefully. We'll try it again. So you like the videos that I put out, please subscribe, leave comments, hit the notification bell, and give me a thumbs up. All right? Thanks.